On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 20 carries, 71 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
On the throwaway. It's fourth down.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
47-yard line.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Punches with a catch over the middle. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less than a field goal attempt for him.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st down.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Texans 7, Packers 6.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Now that touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense. And now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
And a Packer first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Complete to Josh.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
33.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Morgan Burnett.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
10 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Texans' 33-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The give is to Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Jones on the carry.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that will be incomplete. So we have reached the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
3rd and 10.
Throwing on third down, Watson underneath for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First down, Rodgers. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the right side with Jones. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First down.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
For Aaron Jones.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again. Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
37-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston, all square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
1st and 10.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's incomplete.
Watson.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Packers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Pushing his way through. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 1st down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Here's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Green Bay.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the delay, Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Again, it's Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw is Rodgers. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
First down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Jones again, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 2-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Green Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason